All right, let's jump right into this explainer. Welcome, everyone. Today, we are decoding the ultimate creator's playbook. Whether you are literally just hitting record for the first time or you've got a massive established channel, really understanding the architecture of the platform is, well, it's absolutely essential. We're going to break down the actual mechanics of channel growth, how to perfectly engineer your metadata, and how to leverage the newest AI tools to supercharge your efficiency. There is a lot of noise out there, right? A lot of gurus telling you what works and what doesn't. But today, we're going strictly by the data and the official guidelines.
So here's our roadmap for the breakdown today. First up, some inspiration, looking back at the platform's 2005 origins. Second, discovery, specifically crafting the perfect description. Third, also on discovery, we'll tackle the whole language myth. Fourth, protection, covering the rules to avoid channel strikes. And finally, efficiency, looking at the best AI tools out there. Starting off with Section 1, inspiration and those 2005 origins. To truly master the platform as it exists today, we've got to look back at how this massive global ecosystem actually began. It's so easy to just see the giant corporate entity it is now, but the origins, they're incredibly relatable. Back in early 2005, founders Jawed Karim, Chad Hurley, and Steve Chen, literally just three young guys working at PayPal at the time, had this super simple idea, a website where people could just easily upload and share videos. They were working out of a tiny office in California. By April 2005, the very first upload went live, titled Me at the Zoo. The platform just exploded. It caught fire so fast that by 2016, Google stepped in and bought it. From a simple idea to a global phenomenon in what, a year and a half? Crazy. 316 million. Think about that number for a second. That is the massive view count of that very first Me at the Zoo upload. Co-founder Jawed Karim uploaded it, and it's literally just an 18-second super low-resolution clip of him standing in front of some elephants. But 18 years later, over 316 million views. It is such a powerful reminder that you don't need some massive Hollywood budget or crazy production values to make an impact. You just have to start uploading.
Okay, moving on to Section 2, discovery and crafting the perfect description. Let's zoom in from those historical millions of views to the micro engine that actually drives discovery for you right now. Because if you want views, you need to be found, right? And that happens primarily right in your description box. It's wild how many creators just leave this completely blank or maybe write a single throwaway sentence. They're completely wasting a massive opportunity for SEO. The absolute crucial point here, and this is straight from the official platform documentation, is that the algorithm relies on text. You get a massive 5,000 character limit for your description. This is the space where you tell the algorithm exactly what your content is about. If a viewer types a query into the search bar, the system is actively scanning titles and descriptions to find the perfect match. So if your description is empty, you're basically invisible. So how do you actually optimize it? Well, first, literally just paste your finalized video title into the very first line of the description. It reinforces your main topic instantly. Second, naturally place your one or two main keywords right near the beginning. Why? Because those first few lines are what viewers see before they even have to click that Show More button. Third, add timestamps. Creating video chapters is huge for viewer retention. And finally, build out your ecosystem. Link to your other relevant playlists, drop your affiliate links, like the camera gear you're using, and put in your social media handles. Keep people in your loop. Now pay really close attention to this next strategy. To avoid getting penalized for spamming, you need to use what's called the queries solved method. A lot of amateur creators will just copy 50 keywords, put commas between them, and dump the whole block into their description. Do not do that. The algorithm absolutely hates it. It flags it as keyword stuffing. Instead, just write a simple heading, something like queries solved in this video, and cleanly list out about 5 long-tail keywords as bullet points. It's clean, it reads naturally, and it is highly effective for your SEO. 15, that is the magic number. The absolute maximum number of hashtags you should ever use in a description. If you use more than 15, the algorithm just says nope, registers it as spam, and actively ignores every single one of them. Oh, and remember, a hashtag cannot have spaces. If you type hashtag, space, and then your title, the link completely breaks. So keep them consolidated and limit yourself to 15 highly relevant tags max. All right, Section 3, discovery and the Hindi versus English metadata debates. We really need to bust a massive psychological hurdle here, especially for regional creators.
There is this incredibly persistent myth out there that you absolutely have to write your descriptions in English to succeed globally, even if your content is in another language entirely. A lot of people falsely think English text just inherently ranks better. It doesn't. If you compare a search query in Hindi asking how to create a channel to the exact same query in English, whether your title is in English or Hindi, the platform's algorithm is ranking the value of the keyword itself. So if your audience is searching in their native language, you should absolutely 100% be optimizing your text in that exact language.
It really just boils down to basic software engineering and keystroke logic. The search algorithm processes the underlying input data. So when a user presses the keys RAM on a keyboard, the system registers the exact same underlying digital input, regardless of whether the font on the screen displays it as the English word RAM or the equivalent Hindi characters. Meaning, you can confidently write your metadata in whichever language naturally fits your target audience. The algorithm totally understands the query. Moving on to Section 4, Protection and the Rules to Avoid Channel Strikes. Okay, so once your metadata is perfectly optimized for discovery, we urgently need to pivot to protection. Because you can have the absolute best SEO in the world, but one wrong move, it can result in a devastating community guideline strike. We're talking permanent channel deletion. Misleading metadata is a severe violation. This happens when someone tries to trick the algorithm or trick the viewers through deceptive practices right there in that description box we just optimized. And it's not just about the text, it is heavily about the external links you're directing your viewers to click. You need to basically memorize this list of banned links. Never ever link out to unauthorized third-party apps that bypass the official app stores. Never use forced engagement loops, stuff like Gleam, where viewers are forced to subscribe just to enter a giveaway. Absolutely never link to cracked or pirated software that bypasses paid premiums. And obviously no links to malware or scams. Including even a single one of these in your description can result in your video being immediately removed and a strike hitting your entire channel. Honestly, just play by the rules. Finally, Section 5, Efficiency and AI Tools for Creators. Now that we know how to optimize and protect everything, let's look at how modern AI tech can save you literally countless hours of research. Looking at the top platforms available right now, there are definitely some strict trade-offs. Gemini is awesome for pulling quick key points, but it's still kind of rolling out features. Summarize.tech gives you incredibly precise summaries, but it notoriously locks you out after 5 free uses and limits you to 5-minute videos. Clipnote AI is fantastic for formatting, but right now it's strictly limited to the English language. But then we have NoteGPT. This tool is a complete workaround, particularly for multilingual and regional content like Hindi. You just paste a link into it, and without any hassle or strict paywalls, it spits out an accurate summary of the contents and automatically generates a full transcript. It's an absolute game changer. If you're doing research on competitors or just trying to gather information quickly without sitting through hours of footage, this is exactly what you need. So as we wrap up this explainer, I want to leave you with a question to chew on. Knowing everything we just went over, from those 3 guys at PayPal to 5,000-character SEO limits, from dodging deadly misleading metadata strikes to leveraging powerful AI tools like NoteGPT, how are you going to optimize your very next upload? The playbook is right here in front of you. Now it's time to actually go execute. Thanks so much for joining me on this deep dive, and I'll catch you in the next one.